everyone, Garrett here from Code the Web, and in this video we're going to be going over posts in our WordPress series. So what are posts? Posts are, well, I guess the most basic way to use them would be in terms of a blog. You'd have a new post for your blog and you could post, whatever you want, pictures, videos, text, probably usually text for the most part. And that's usually how they're used. However, there are plugins out there that will allow you to have custom post types. So for example, if you were running a real estate website, you could have a custom post that it still acts as a post. You still go about posting it like you do for a post, but instead it would be like a house listing, but it would just be, kind of initiated or created as a post would be, but it's a custom kind of post that would be for, like I said, for a house listing or for a rental listing or something like that. So posts, there are custom posts, and that's a little bit more advanced. We can get into that later on with the plugins and whatnot. But for right now, for our purposes, a post is simple just for the blog aspect of WordPress. So let's talk about this really quick. If you head on over to the post section of your backend or of the admin panel, you will see there are 4 different options: all posts, add new, categories, and tags. We're going to start with all posts for this. And that's where this right here, that's where we are right now. This Hello World one is actually a default one that comes pre-installed when WordPress goes through the installation process. And it is just to show you what a post is and how you'd be able to see it on the website. So for example, if we were to go to icodetheweb.com here, we'd have Hello World sample post. That is just WordPress did that. We didn't do that ourselves. So that's what your post will look like. So we don't need that, obviously. So we can trash that. If we highlight over it, you'll notice that we get some extra options. We can edit it, we can quick edit, we can trash, we can view. If we hit view, it'll obviously take us to the website. If we quick edit, this is just the basic stuff that we can do. We can change the title, the slug, which again is for the URL. We can change the date that it was posted on. We can make it a password protected post, or we can make it private so that just no one will be able to see it. We can change the category. Right now it's uncategorized. We can also add tags. We can allow comments or take away those comments. Actually, if you don't want to allow comments on your posts, go to quick edit. That is the only way to take away comments. You'll have to do it through there. And then we can also set the status to a draft, pending review, publish, whatever we want. We can also make it sticky, which again is I believe the only way to do this is through the quick edit. So making it sticky will make it so for here on the homepage, if we had, let's say, 10 posts and we made this Hello World post sticky, it would be on the top of the page, no matter if it was the most recent one or not. So we're going to hit cancel because we don't actually want to change any of that. Next, we're also going to notice that, so up here will be the type of post. So we're looking at all posts right now. We can also look at published, which since there's only one, it will just show us the one that we have. So right up here now, we have these options, but we can also do what's called a bulk option. So we could say if we had 10 different ones and we didn't want to have to click delete for every single one, we could just check off all of them or the ones that we do want to delete and go to bulk options and hit move to trash, which is exactly what we're going to do. And also we can filter them by category, although since we don't have any others, it's not going to bring any up. But also notice that if you do move it to the trash, it's not deleted yet. It's in the trash, and WordPress does that so that you can restore it. So you can restore it at a later time. So if you do not want the post anymore, make sure you go into the trash and actually delete it, because if you don't, it will take up server resources. It will slow it down a little bit because that information is still there. It has not been deleted yet. So now it's been deleted. So over here, it will not be there. And now we're going to make a new post. So we're going to hit add new. And this actually brings us down to this section, add new, right down here. It's the same thing. So we're going to make this just say welcome. And that is the title up there, the title of the post. We can also change the URL or the permalink as it's called. For right now, it's going to be icodetheweb.com/welcome. If you guys remember in the last video, it was the last video, we were in the settings and we made the permalinks we made it post name. That meant that the name of this post is welcome, so it's going to be icodetheweb.com/welcome as opposed to icodetheweb.com/2015 because that was the year was post / the month / the day / all that crazy stuff. So you can change that. We're not going to. but you can. Next, what we're going to do is we're just going to type in here. We kind of have two style editors here. We have this visual editor, which is visual, and it's kind of just like using a word editor or an email editor. You have, different styles, the headings, the paragraph, all that stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think. And then you also have the text editor, which is actually where you could use HTML code. So if you wanted to embed a video from YouTube, you could head on over, grab the code for that, and then come on over in here and place the code for it wherever you want. Let's make a post here. We got welcome to, it's not the official Code the Web website, so we'll just type in iCodeTheWeb.com. And then we'll go down. Let's add some media. I've already uploaded 2 pictures here. I uploaded this. So this is the Code the Web logo currently being used. So let's insert that into our post. That's really, really big. We don't want it to be that big, so let's go here to the edit, and we will take it down from full size to medium, which will be 300 by 300 pixels. That is much more manageable size. And then we'll also say, we'll add a link. We'll say Code the Web YouTube channel. Code the Web YouTube channel. And we will highlight that, and then we'll add a link there. And the URL would be http://youtube.com/codetheweb. Actually, I think it should be /users/codetheweb, but just doing /codetheweb will work, or at least it used to work. And we're going to have it open up in a new tab, and we'll hit add link. Okay, so now that we've got everything we want with our post content-wise, we're going to take a look going down this list here. This publish thing, we're going to skip that right now. We're going to come back to that because that's how we're actually going to publish it. So we want to do that last because we want to make sure that everything is all good before we publish it. So the format, in my experience, I've really only used the standard one, although there are a bunch of other ones. There's the aside, which is what we talked about in one of our videos for HTML elements. There's the image, video, quote, link, gallery, status, audio, and chat. They all do various things. They all format it in various different ways depending on what the type of content is. But we're going to just do standard. I think standard can pretty much do, standard will be your go-to option, I think 9 out of 10 times maybe. So we'll do that. Of course, with the exception of if you're doing a type of website that has to use that style or that format rather. So categories, this is going to be just web design, HTML, which I didn't actually hit. I hit CSS, tips and tricks. We'll just make those. And then tags. These are tag words like similar to YouTube tag words just for SEO purposes. So we're going to put in code the web. We're going to do code the web also, just one word. And we're going to type in welcome. Now, featured image. We're going to set to this. This is our full logo with the words. And now we're going to come back up to the publish section. Really quick, we'll just go over this pretty fast. We can preview it, which we're not going to do. We can save it as a draft, which it currently is a draft. We could also set the visibility to public, or we can make it stick this post to the front page. So that's kind of like making it sticky. Or we can make it password protected or private so that no one can see it. We're just going to hit OK. Public is cool. And now when do we want this to be published? Immediately, which would obviously be right now. Or we can set a date and time that we can have it published at. So if you are forward thinking ahead on your feet, and you want to have, let's say, the next week of articles published, you can do it. It can be done, absolutely. So we'll hit OK. Or cancel rather, and then we'll just hit publish, and let's go check this out. So here is our post. I personally don't like this theme. We're gonna check out other themes when we get to the theme section, or the appearance section actually. But this is how it will look. So this is the featured image. Other themes will, I think, use or present that in a better way. For example, they will have it be at the top nice and bright like how Code the W does, and stuff like that. So. And then this is the actual post, and this is all the meta information for this post. I don't like how it's there, but these are the categories, the tags. Leave a comment, and then if you're an admin, you'll be able to see edit. If you're not an admin, you shouldn't be able to see edit. Let's go to categories, I've actually already added some categories, but we can add another one. What we're going to do is we're going to add, it looks like we don't have PHP. But since we are, or did have a PHP series, we're going to add, the name is going to be PHP, and the slug, which is going to be a URL-friendly name, so no characters, stuff like that. We're just going to have PHP, and if it was 2 words, let's say like PHP development, we'd do PHP-development. So yeah, we'll just keep it at PHP. And we're going to set the parent to none. A parent is like, if say, well actually, yeah, we can make the parent web development. So web development, right, PHP would kind of be a part of web development. So we're going to make PHP inside of web development. It's like a subcategory almost. And then this is the description. We're not going to add a description. You can, it's up to you. The reason we're not going to add a description here is because some themes do not show the description by default, like it says right here. The description is not prominent by default. However, some themes may show it. So I've actually had themes in the past where I've went and added descriptions because of SEO purposes, and the theme would show it when you would, like, kind of like in the navigation bar or on the side of the category page. And I just really didn't like that. I didn't like how it took up space on my website. So I didn't use it, and I don't use it because of that reason, because I don't know which themes do and don't. And I never had a need to. It's just not something I want to mess around with. You can. It's totally up to you. It's not going to hurt you if you do it versus if you don't do it. And it's, you know what I mean? So it's really just up to you. So now we have PHP, and it is a part of the web development category. So let's go down to tags. Tags are a little bit kind of interesting. I use tags, but I don't add tags to create a list of tags like here. This is giving you the option to create a library of tags or tag words or tag phrases even that you can use for your posts. I don't go to this page and add them. What I do is when I have a new post, I will create the tags that I need to there in the post page, in the add new post page. And as I've done that, I've created a library of tags without actually making a library of tags, if you know what I mean. And so when I have a new post now, because I have a library of tags, I kind of just go through it. If I need something new that I haven't used before, I'll add it. But if not, I just kind of go along with it and just add it because I've used it before. So that's just me. It's not going to hurt you either way, just like in the descriptions for the categories. It really makes no difference. At the end of the day, you're going to have a lot of tags in your posts, which will help you with SEO for your website. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you did like the video, definitely subscribe. Check out all the other videos that we make here on Code the Web. Also, check out our Facebook and Twitter accounts, links in the description. Thank you for watching. Again, subscribe, rate, comment, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.